I had the honor of serving as the president starting in 2012, the summer of 2012. And we were able to impact so many youth's lives in this community, not just Henry County. We actually serviced students from the metro Atlanta area in general. One of the things that we focused on, and we wanted to make sure that all of our programs had an exposure component, an educational component. So we came up with the tenets that stood for HEAL, and that's healthy living, education, academics, achievement, as well as leadership. And so with that HEAL focus, we implemented a program where we would have 2 workshops a month. We followed the Henry County school calendar. So we did recruitment during the month of August, and then we would do our kickoff program starting from September, and we would go all the way through the month of May with our students. Part of the uniqueness about our program is that during that month, we would have 1 exposure field trip as well as 1 exposure workshop. The program originally started with Project Exposure, which was our male mentoring program. And during that year, when we started the program in 2012, we had so many people that came up to us in the community and they said, what about the girls? What about the girls? And so I was super excited. My daughter and I, we thought about it and we came up with the title Project Blossom, which would complement what we were doing with our young men. The program services middle school students through high school students. And the mentorship component, we were able to provide these field trips, these workshops, bringing in speakers, all from fundraising efforts through the community, as well as my husband and I, Bruce Holmes, our resources and our time and effort. Definitely, we had committed and dedicated mentors that supported this program. Some of the signature field trips that the students love to go on, always the college tours that we were able to take our students to, not only hear about speakers in Henry County, but take them out to some of the workshops and some of the field trips. So the college tours were definitely a big hit. Museums were definitely a big hit. We took the children to DC. We took the children to the Lynching Museum, which was in Alabama. We did go see the Martin Luther King statue in DC, as well as the museum there. We also had local trips here in the state of Georgia, visiting Kennesaw State University, definitely taking them downtown to the AUC, them being able to visit the museums that we're fortunate to have right here in the Atlanta metropolitan area. Our focus on wellness was also taking them for nutrition classes, workout classes. We were able to talk about Veterans Day and also pilots, and taking them to museums about television production. And so our students had a vast knowledge and a vast exposure. That was the whole concept of it, exposing the children to different things that they wouldn't necessarily see in their everyday lives. So we were excited to be able to do that. We were excited to be able to bring that to the community. And again, the biggest thing is, not only the exposure portion of it, but we did this at no cost to our students. So this program was completely free. We also made sure that for our seniors that graduated out of the program, that we provided them with monetary gifts as well as college starter packs. We had quite a few of our students that are doing very, very well. They come back and they mentor, they participate in our programs, and they speak to the students from an alumni perspective. We also had our students doing community service. So going out, helping, we would collect things for the seniors, provide toiletries for shelters. And our students were able to do all of these things through the mentorship program. We actually did Blossom's Closet, which was a program that one of our students came up with. And that was where we donated prom dresses to young ladies that were not able to provide prom dresses or, have those prom dresses and participate in that experience. We took the kids downtown and we handed out toiletries to the homeless. And the parents came and they participated in that as well. So I'm just excited about what we were able to do, what the future looks like. So again, it is the Bruce Holmes Youth Foundation, which has those 2 components: Project Exposure, which is for our young men, Project Blossom, which is for our young ladies. And again, that program services middle through high school students, and even after that, still serving as a resource for our students. We provide reference letters. We still provide guidance and mentoring. Some of our students reach out to us and make sure that they're doing okay, and they keep in contact with us, and we keep in contact with them. Every year we would do a signature event. It was called the Commissioner's Ball, and the fundraising for that event, all of the proceeds went to operating and running our programs. It was a successful event. We started hosting it originally in downtown Atlanta at the Fox Theater. We hosted it there for several years. We were able to host it at the Porsche Experience Center, and both of those organizations also became sponsors and supported our initiatives with the Bruce Holmes Youth Foundation. We brought it back to Henry County, and we actually did an event with Merle Manners, and we also were able to host it at the Eagles Landing Country Club. But again, no funding came from our students. It was all donations, and it was all funded through fundraising efforts. So just a great experience. And again, impact was the major thing, and we were able to do that. What's important with leadership is having a true passion and concern about your community. The Bruce Holmes Youth Foundation was definitely created to make that impact and make sure that we reach out to our youth in this area. So remember, vote on November 7th to re-elect Bruce Holmes for Commissioner District 2.